Keep those eyes on the road. I know it's just like tempting to look up because it's so clear out there. Those stars are really popping. You can even see Orion's belt here.
Yeah,
very
it's
clearly.
Very clear right there. I mean, that's part of the reason why it's so cold.
Yeah.
So, you know, before you get in your car, probably a good idea to gaze. Yeah, no stargazing while driving. That's our PSA for today.
There you go.
Here's our view from Mount Soledad, and look at how pretty that is. We just will have some few high wispy clouds this morning, which will make for a really pretty sunrise when it gets here. 41 degrees downtown. Yeah, it's quite cold, but we're looking at temperatures below freezing in places like Ramona, close to that in Escondido. So that's likely where some of that frost has formed. A quick check of traffic, and you'll notice pretty mild, calm conditions outside. In fact, there was a stalled car in Normal Heights, slowing things down a little bit on the 805, but they have just cleared that scene.
Well, today, President Biden will provide an update on the rapid spread of the Omicron variant of COVID-19. This comes after the country reported more than 1 million cases in one day for the first time ever.
1 million cases. Now, San Diego County also set another new COVID case record. There were more than 8,300 new cases reported on Sunday. That's the highest since the pandemic began. You see the numbers there on your screen. There were 11 new deaths. Hospitalizations are up to 664 people right now. 122 of those patients are in intensive care. But officials say hospitalizations are significantly lower than they were last year. And they say that's largely due to vaccinations. San Diegans are facing the challenge of trying to get a COVID test, whether it's scheduling an appointment or finding those at-home kits.
Well, today marks a new push to offer some relief for these kits. News 8's Evan Ronnie is live in National City now with a closer look at how people can get their hands on them. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you as well. This is, of course, a time where a lot of people are looking to get their hands on both an at-home test or even a county test, but some have waited beyond 2 hours in line at county testing sites just to get that test, waiting several days then after to receive their results. That's why right now those at-home tests are really coming at a cost. People who are ordering them online say the delivery date is sometimes 2, 3, 4 weeks out, and so these are a hot commodity right now. Here in National City, 1,000 of those at-home test kits are going to be distributed beginning at 8 a.m. today. They say that they hope that this will at least partially alleviate the burden right now on all of the testing facilities that they have here in San Diego.
We are seeing increased visits to the emergency department for families who are concerned about possible COVID exposure or COVID-like symptoms.
Now, the problem is that those tests are hard to come by. Most local pharmacies sell out of new rapid PCR tests within minutes of restocking, and people looking to order new at-home tests online have seen shipping delays that last several weeks. Some have even resorted to walking into emergency rooms just to get tested without any symptoms, a tactic that local hospitals are asking people never do. So today, the first 1,000 people in line at the National City Public Library will be able to get a free test kit at home beginning at 8 a.m. The key is that they will only be giving one test kit per person to the people who arrive here. That means if you arrive in a car with 3 people, you will only get 3 tests. You cannot arrive here and expect more than the number of people that you have in your vehicle in those tests. They also say they'll be taking walk-ups as well. There have already been several people who have driven their cars up and gotten here in line, or at least parked in the parking lot to be prepared for that line to start beginning at 8 a.m. Now at 7:30 there will also be a press conference with local city leaders to talk about this, of course, influx in the number of people needing to get tested. Even though this is only 1,000 tests, they hope that this will at least help in the terms of people who need those tests. But 1,000 is not even comparable to the amount of people who are looking to get those tests in the county of San Diego every single day. So this will at least hopefully partially alleviate that need. But they say because of frequent flyers across the county, people who are getting tested essentially every day, that those appointments have been filling up 3, 4, 5 days in advance. Again, beginning at 8 a.m., that's when they'll start distributing those test kits here in National City at the National City Public Library. I'm Evan Irani, News 8.
This morning, many local schools still waiting for shipments of rapid COVID tests from the state. Last month, Governor Gavin Newsom said the state would provide a test for every student returning from winter break, but many districts say shipments did not arrive. Well, the California Department of Public Health says there have been delays because of the weather. Meanwhile, the La Mesa Spring Valley School District says it's been distributing at-home tests since last Thursday. It originally planned to use the kits for unvaccinated employees and students on modified quarantine. However, the district changed that policy. The district now expects to get kits restocked by the state later this week. The CDC could sign off on COVID boosters for kids between the ages of 12 to 15 tomorrow. This comes after the FDA gave the green light. The agency also said everyone 12 and older can get their third dose of the Pfizer vaccine 5 months after the second dose rather than 6 months. They also authorized a third dose for certain immunocompromised children ages 5 to 11.
Well, today, a deadly training accident will be the focus of a series of hearings at Camp Pendleton. 8 Marines and a sailor died after an amphibious assault vehicle sank off San Clemente Island. This was July of 2020. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Regner will face a board of inquiry into what happened. He was removed from his post as commanding officer of that landing team. A former platoon sergeant involved in the sinking will also face a separate board. This morning, former Chabad of Poway Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein expects to learn his sentence for tax and wire fraud. Prosecutors say after a multi-million-dollar restitution agreement, he could face only probation. Goldstein pleaded guilty for his role in a charity fraud scheme between 2010 and 2018. At least 5 others also pleaded guilty.
Negotiations resumed today between sanitation workers on strike and trash collection company Republic Services. It has been more than 2 weeks since this all started. The strike is impacting trash service in Chula Vista and parts of the city of San Diego. The workers are calling for higher pay and safer work trucks. Republic Services has said it's working to resolve the situation as soon as possible and are still asking customers to leave containers out for collection. State Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez is resigning from her position representing San Diego's 80th Assembly District. She's leaving for a new position, leading one of California's biggest unions, the California Labor Federation. She says the move will allow her to continue her life's commitment to serve and empower working Californians.
But at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do that is as powerful as a union contract. If we really want to tackle income inequality, if we really want to have a more equitable society, we need stronger unions. And to be able to leave a movement at this point is such an attractive opportunity.
Governor Gavin Newsom will announce a special election to replace Gonzalez. Meantime, radio host Carl DeMaio announced he was filing an ethics complaint accusing Gonzalez of using her position to negotiate this new job, which Gonzalez dismisses. Taking a peek outside as you step out. Oh, boy, grab that coat. It is another chilly start.
Yes, 40 degrees. That's not warm to me. No, 40 degrees. That's what you have downtown. You have below freezing temperatures in some of our inland valleys right now because of clear skies. I mean, really, not much cloud coverage, just thin, beautiful, thin, wispy ones. That's all we have. Downtown's view doesn't even show that, though. As we wait for the sun to come up, our temperatures will keep moving down by another degree or two. Sunrise time will be officially at 6:51, which is right at that coldest time of the day. Check out some of those thin clouds. It may make for a beautiful start to our morning here. As the sun comes up, I think we're going to see some of those pinks and purples. This is the view from San Miguel, also showing clear skies, satellite imagery showing clear conditions. Check this out. Oh, let me step aside. Mount Soledad. Here's our east-facing direction for that camera. And how pretty is that? I mean, just a really crystal clear start to the day. 41 degrees. A few of those twinkling lights, of course, across our city. And, you know, you can blame the clear skies for the beauty, but also for the chill. 36 degrees in Poway right now, 36 in El Cajon, 30 in Ramona. So you're still below freezing right there. And 46 in Julian, but compare that to 41 in Oceanside. It's colder at the beach. Now, compared to 24 hours ago, we are slightly warmer, 1 to 3 degrees warmer, which is part of the reason we don't have that frost advisory in effect this morning. But don't rule out the chance for some frost. Not noticing fog, though. That hasn't been really an issue today as we initially thought it would be. Now, here's a look at your afternoon, low 60s with plenty of sunshine. So that's for downtown San Diego. Inland, same kind of thing, sunny skies and low 60s. Here's a check of traffic. North County, everything's going smooth. No major backups at all here on the 5 or the 15. Our major freeways are looking good, except for right here. This is the only incident I'm seeing. On the 125, there's a stalled car. May slow you down a little bit. The lane is blocked because of it.